Hey guys, this is Cruz. Today I thought I'd show you a two-part series on doing volume swells. Part 1, which you're watching now, is going to cover volume swells with just the guitar and no volume pedal, and part 2 will cover it with the volume pedal. So first things first, what is a volume swell? Well, the thing about a guitar is that when you first play a note, it has an attack to it. Now what a volume swell does is it removes that initial attack and allows you to sort of swell into the volume, and the volume will increase, and then as you're leaving the note you want to swell out, and which will reduce the volume. So it'll sound something like this. So now that we've established what a volume swell is, let's look at how we achieve this without a volume pedal. The first thing to look at with playing a volume swell without a volume pedal is your positioning on the guitar. What you'll want to do is you'll want to place your palm as close to the bridge as you can. So this will allow you access to use your pinky on the volume pot. Now I'll zoom in so you can see that better. So basically what it is as you strum, you want to start with your volume pot at 0, and then as you play the note, you'll use your pinky to increase the volume pot, which will sound something like this. So as you can see, at the start and end of each note, I'm using my pinky to go up and down. Secondly, what's also important is what you have in your chain, or in your pedal chain. See, without anything to continue the noise after you reduce your volume pot, it'll sound like this. And the volume cuts out, which works if you want to make a violin sound, but if you're wanting to keep the ambient atmosphere flowing, you'll need to add some type of delay. So I'll show you the tips into adding delay. So what you'll want with your delay is you'll want to make sure that you've got the mix set to full and the feedback or your repeats fairly high. So what's happening here is the sounds that you're hearing through the speakers isn't in fact just the guitar, but it's more so the repeat. So if you hear the repeat with the volume on high, you'll hear quite a loud repeat. But when we swell in, you're hearing the maximum amount of volume, but you're also hearing the extended volume. So the volume doesn't just die, it essentially fades out. So the next thing to look at is adding a reverb or some type of shimmer. Now on my pedal board, I'm using a Nunaba shimmer. It's in the chorus casing, but it's the shimmer you can plug in. So what this does is it adds just an extra effect. You can also look at getting octave pedals or anything like that. So you'll hear now. This is what you heard at the beginning during the intro. So therefore, what's important if you're playing without a volume pedal? Firstly, look at your hand positioning, utilizing your pinky to be able to move up and down the volume pot so that the volume is able to increase and decrease. And secondly, you'll also want to look at adding either a reverb or a delay into your pedal chain to allow the natural sustain of the note and also the note to continue and fade out afterwards. Stay tuned for part 2 where I'll cover volume pedals. Thank you.